Hello everyone, Wayne Bolden. I'm here at the Speed King channel, of course. We're going to take a look at another Kentucky Oaks prep race down there at Turfway in Florence, Kentucky for sure. But before we dive in to the Bourbonette Oaks out there in Florence, Kentucky, by the way, the only day card of the entire meet at Turfway. This is their big event for sure. Turn your closed captions on. Tip sheets will be available. Huge weekend with Derby prep races going on, and of course the Oaks races. Points are on the line. It's NCAA time. The girls are everywhere. NCAA women's tournament. Check those games out. Pure athleticism, precision. The girls are where they're supposed to be. They run the plays like it's drawn up on the board. Just absolutely just brilliant event for sure. If you love sports, no way you can't dial into the NCAA. Of course, the men's is great, but the girls is just as good. Man, that's where I'll be dialed into. Both of them, of course. Well, over at Turfway Park, again, right before the Jeff Ruby Derby prep race number 11 is the Bourbonette Oaks for the fillies. The 3-year-old girls are all Kentucky Oaks dreaming. Lilies for the fillies, 300,000. Hey, you got a full field of 10 going a mile and 16, okay? And this race, they're always tough because Turfway is a synthetic track. And you get horses that are coming in from, that's run nothing but on the dirt. Horses that's coming in that's run nothing but over the turf, okay? I have a tendency to lean to the horses I know have run over the surface. I believe distance and surface is the two biggest factors in horse racing, okay? So I'm looking at the full field of 10 now, and 4 of them or 5 of them has never run on anything but the dirt. 4 or 5 of them has never run on anything but synthetic, and 2 or 3 of them has never run on nothing but turf. So I mean, however you handicap it or however you see it, to me, because I watch Turfway a lot, and as well as Woodbine with the synthetic, and sometimes the turf horses run really well on synthetic, and synthetic horses turn into the turf runs really well. But I like to really lean to the horses that have already accomplished such feat over that particular surface, and if they've gone that distance, I like that as well. So my top pick today in the Bourbonette Stakes out there at Turfway, I'm going to go inside to Winnable, right? The number 2 horse trained by Kenny McPeek, and you've been hearing Kenny McPeek's name a lot from me this weekend as I do some of these races. To me, Kenny McPeek is sitting on a big weekend throughout the entire country, from Fairgrounds to Turfway Park, right between the Kentucky Derby prep races and the Kentucky Oaks. He's got some nice horses, and I like Kenny McPeek, but I keep landing on his horses this weekend, and Winnable is no different. The number 2 horse, only 1 start and 1 win. The horse is by Justified, the Triple Crown winner Justified, with an asterisk, by the way, and on the back end by Grandsire is Curlin. This one is very nice horse, right? It looks like she had run already across Turfway Park on February 21st, breaking her maiden at a mile, which is a 2-turn event. C. Hernandez is in the orange. This horse has some very nice gate speed and drew off handily down. I love the splits. I love the number that she earned last time. She's back in 31 days. That fits my profile, 4 to 6 weeks, even though these are young horses. And I expect the number 2 horse, Winnable, to step forward. We know that Kenny McPeek does do a nice job with 2-year-old, 3-year-old babies, just young horses, and fillies in particular, for sure. And I'm going to give this horse, Stone Ledge is our owner and breeder for sure. I'm just going to give her a shot. I mean, I think she's very viable. She broke her maiden at 14-1 with McPeek up. With McPeek doing the conditioning at Hernandez. So she's been over the track. She broke her maiden at a mile. She's going to extra 16th. She should have learned something out of that February 21st race. She has enough speed to sit in the catbird seat, 3rd or 4th or 2nd or 3rd right there behind the clear speed in here. The number 8 horse, who's going to be our 2nd pick, the old pink polka dots, right, coming in off the turf. But I like the number 2 horse. Let's give Kenny McPeek. I think he's going to have a big weekend this weekend. Our second pick, well, I mentioned the old pink polka dots. Well, I had this one in an allowance race on February 1st for sure. Hey, Jay Torres is in the orange. This one is very, very speedy, y'all. Hey, buy Candy Ride on the back end by Dynaformer. Well, right away, this horse has 2 races and they're both on the turf. No joke. She's by Candy Ride and her grandsire is Dynaformer. Well, yeah, she should be on the turf, the old number 8 horse Pink Polka Dot. But she's going to come in here, like I said earlier, and try the synthetic here in the grade 2. Is it a grade 2 race? I'm sure it is a grade 3 race. For the girls to get into the Kentucky Oaks for sure. Pink Polka Dots is extremely speedy. She's only got 2 starts. She made her 3-year-old debut on February 1st. She's back in 51 days, fresh, fit, and fast. She should get over and translate to the synthetic. This is the one to beat. The number 8 horse is the one to beat. So even though she's my second pick, she'll be on all my tickets. She'll be on all my tickets. Ain't no doubt about that. And I would suggest you don't leave her off, because I have no reason to think that she will not be able to handle the synthetic. And it's her 3rd start. Joe Sharp's doing the conditioning for sure. I love her bloodline. She's clearly bred for the turf. That's why they started her on the turf. And by the way, with her first start on the turf, December 31st at the fairgrounds, they took her 2 turns, a mile and 16. She went gate to wire. Her second race, they took her a mile and 16. She went gate to wire. And the number 8 horse is extremely strong here, y'all. Extremely. Don't leave this one off your ticket. Be on all my tickets. Our third pick in here, well, I guess I could go a couple ways for sure. But here's the thing. Alpine Princess, okay, the number 1 horse is a Brad Cox horse. 3 wins from 6 starts. Now, if you go and you look at the Fairground Oaks, this horse is cross-entered. I'm going to just put her as my 3rd pick, but if I was Brad, this is where I would run her. I wouldn't run her against those what I perceive as a better race at Fairgrounds, in the Fairgrounds Oaks, right? So the number 1, Alpine Princess, we talked about her in the Fairgrounds race. She's cross-entered, 3 wins from 6 starts. You can't shake no sticks. She's a merry horse. It's Brad Cox, right? And you got my boy Luis Saez in the orange, right? For sure. So the number 1 horse will be our 3rd pick. Let's see where she ends up, either in the Fairgrounds Oaks or in, of course, the Bourbonette Stakes here, for sure. And if we round out our super factor, why don't we give this horse a chance, right? The number 6 horse. Well, the number 6 horse, Band of Gold. 2 wins from 4 starts. That's pretty good, right? And it's McPeak. You see? So Kenny McPeak got another one here that's flying a little bit under the radar. Well, this one comes out of the Honeybee on a February 24th and ran 6x5. She had a little trouble. She had no speed. She was wide. She broke from the 2 holes. She got the business a little bit. Julian Leperoux is up today. But if you look back 2 races back on February 3rd in the stake race, it was in the slop that day, the Martha Washington. This horse ran a beautiful race that day, earned a beautiful speed figure at 24-1, okay? Notice McPeak put over some nice square prices. So I think that she might be sitting on a better race. We're going to use the number 6 horse as our 4th pick in this year's Bourbonette Stakes over there, right before the Jeff Ruby. Well, my top pick will be the Kenny McPeak, winnable. We like this one a little bit here. Think she should spring forward. Our second pick, of course, is the old Pink Polka Dots, translating to turf for sure. So we like the 2 and the 8, the 8 and the 2 equally for sure. And we're going to give both of them a chance to handle their business. Our third pick is the cross-entered Alpine Princess, the Brad Cox Merry Horse. And we round out with the number 6, right? Band of Gold. So for us, 2, 8, 1, 6. Go ahead and box it up. I'm not going to do such a thing. I just think it's a 2-horse race in terms of my pick 3s, daily doubles like that. I'm going to lean, of course, to the 2 and the 8, the 8 and the 2, just like that. I like both of those equally, for sure. I'm happy with them 2. In my pick 4, pick 5. 2, 8, 8, 2. Let's see how they run. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King, of course.